Oh, that's crooked. Hey, this is Kathy Peck, tnstamps.blogspot.com, coming to you from Wichita Falls, Texas. And in this video recording, I'm going to show you how I made a accordion panel card. Accordion fold panel card, that's what it's called. This card design I found on Split Coast Stampers, and I've adjusted the sizes or the measurements to suit what I wanted to do. It was originally designed by my upline, Dawn Olszewski, and she's got a great video and instructions on Split Coast, but I changed the measurements a little bit, so I'm going to show you how we did this, or how I did this, and it's all going to be assembly today. The stamping I've already done because it's very minimal stamping, because I'm going to use a different stamp set and color pattern or in DSP. This was done with the new Eden's Garden, which is going to be available on the 1st, or excuse me, the 2nd of November. And this is the cotton paper, this is the stamp, the sentiment, and look at that, there's the gorgeous DSP. I love it. This is one I did for a tutorial group. So there's that, but let me show you what we're going to do today. We're going to play with the beautiful trees papers and things. Let me find that for you. It is, oh, I'm a little stuffy today. I haven't had a great week. It's been, the week kind of got a hold of me, and yesterday I was feeling pretty yucky, but I'm feeling a little bit better today. Let me find this. Hopefully this is in this catalog. I love the beautiful trees. I love it with blue and where am I going? What's that other one? Soft suede. Let's see if I can find this. I need to find the end of the catalog. That's what I need to do. Here we go. Nope, I'm in the wrong catalog. Let me go to the annual catalog. Here we go. Let's see this. I know these trees are in here somewhere. We will find them. I should have set it up ahead of time, but I was so busy getting everything ready. Ah, here it is. Yes, Beauty of the Earth. It's the components of Beauty of the Earth suite. I'm not using the stamps, but I am using the dies, which are the beautiful trees dies, and the paper. This DSP is just gorgeous, fabulous. So it's on pages 10 and 11 of the annual catalog. That's the one I'm using now that I've got my brain working. So here we go. So the first thing you need for this card is a lot of paper, that's for sure. So here we go. These are going to be the components of it. Unfortunately, not this one. Alright, first you're going to start out with a piece of basic white, and it's going to be cut at 5 by 9.5. Okay, 5 by 9.5, and we're going to score this. And you also need a piece that's cut at 5 by 3 3/4, because what we're going to do is score this, and then we're going to glue these two together to make it about 12.5. Okay, so let's get to scoring. And then once that part's done, then we can start with adding the DSP. Okay, here we go. I need to pull this out because I'm going to have to score. Let's see, I've got my measurements written down here. Your first score line is going to be at 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 is right there, and then 3.5. 6 1/4, which if you're on here, it's marked. The marks are etched in this panel, or this part of the cutter, so you can see where they are. Twist my light a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. Oops! Now change this light. Changes colors. It's kind of weird how it does. There we go. Now we're back to bright instead of soft light. There we go. 6 1/4. And then 9.5. Oh, excuse me, 9. Sorry, not 9.5, 9. Yes. All right, that's that. Then we're going to accordion fold it. If I can find my bone folder, which has disappeared. This happens. Oh, here it is. Okay, never mind. I found it. This happens to me all the time. All right, so we want, this is going to be the outer strip, this piece right here. So we're going to fold that towards the mountain. And once you get the first one folded, the rest of them are easy. Go this way. So fold and burnish. And then the last one comes up. So you should have a piece that looks like this. All right. Now for this bottom portion, this is where we're going to attach the other white piece, the other piece of white cardstock. And we'll just glue that in place. And I think I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal. You can use Stampin' Seal, you can use glue, you can use both. I've seen it done all different ways. See, I want to get a little bit more up here at the top. And then I just stick this in here. And I'm going to butt the paper up against the little seam. But not too far up. Making sure my ends are even, the top and bottom are even. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now we can start adding our DSP. And then we'll decorate it. So I have planned is to put this one here. Let's see, where's my other strips? What did I do with them? There we go. I'm going to put the wood grain here. This is for stamping. So you can, or leaving it blank, you can stamp some decorations on it, or you can just leave it blank. I'm going to leave it blank for this one. This blue is going to go here, and then that's going to go there. This is probably my favorite right here. So we just start gluing these in place. I brought out a fresh glue today. Just have to get it out of its little packing. DSP has everything. You can do fall cards, you can do summer cards, you can make Christmas cards with this. There's like a snowflake looking pattern that has like trees in the snow. It's gorgeous. Alright, there's this in there. I love the wood pattern. I have, I did die cut the tree, the big tree from the dies, and a couple of birds, and I cut the birds in the blue, because I wanted some blue birds. I remember when we went to South Dakota for a little vacation, we were near Custer, in Custer State Park, and man, they had some beautiful bluebirds up there. You know, the only bluebirds we have here in Texas, or at least my part of Texas, is blue jays, and well, they're nice, but they're everywhere. It's nice to see something different. Okay, here we go. Oh, today we've had like the most horrible wind all day. My trash can was blown down the street after they picked up trash today. So, but it's always windy in Texas. I guess that's why we have so many wind farms. Alright, here we go. This is really, once you get all the cutting done, this is really easy to do. And I'll have a list of supplies and measurements posted on my blog in a few days. I'm going to put this on my blog probably over the weekend. It won't be up there today. This is, what is today? Today is October 28th. Almost Halloween. That's it. That is that. That's pretty much done. I could decorate it if I choose to, but I think I won't. There. Ta-da! Now I'm going to add some color. I'm going to put this on this layer because I like how that blue makes that pop. So you fold these together. I'm going to stick a little paper clip up here for a minute to get them used to being stuck together. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on here. Pull that out. This is Misty Moonlight, and it's cut just, I think, 1/8 of an inch bigger. So this is going to be 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so we're going to pop this on here. And I like using the Tombow for this because if I need to wiggle it around to make sure it's spaced correctly, you have that glue, leaves you some wiggle room. Alright, there we go. And then the card base, it's actually half of a card base. This is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's going to be soft suede. And we just glue that on there. And so there's going to be a little more space, a little more gaps showing here. Here we go. Got glue everywhere. That's not unusual. There we go. Now to decorate the front, I'm going to put a tree on there. Okay, so I die cut the tree with the brown DSP. It had the wood look, the wood grain. Oops, and I'm going to poke one of those out. And then I did the leaves in this piece of paper. Because it looks like, you know, like the fall leaves you see out in the Smokies and places where they have real fall. Here we don't get much color here, which I miss, but that's okay. Every place has its blessings. Alright, so to attach this, I like to use my little silicone pad, and I just throw some glue down here, and I'm going to use a sponge, and I'm going to sponge and stick this on top of that. Sponge gets me a lot of glue on here, and I try to be careful not to get too much everywhere else, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let me just pop this on here. There. Now for the background, I cut a piece of the green DSP, but I also cut a piece of Mossy Meadow using the layering or circles dies, and what I'm going to do is glue these two together because the DSP is not, it's thinner than the cardstock, and I wanted it to be backed up and to be a little stronger because it's got the lay on top of there. So I'm gonna just pop some glue on here and put those two together, and that'll give a nice reinforcement to that DSP and give the little decoration some substantial support. Plus it'll help weigh down this card front because this does, you'll find this does want to pop up a lot, so you'll need to lay it down, to put something on top of it for a little bit to get it used to closing a little better. This still pops up, but it was worse. It was like that. So alright, now to attach the tree. I want the tree to be centered on here. Yes, sorta, yes. Okay, so just take some more glue on my sponge and pop it on here, down and around. I did die cut a sentiment using the Grateful stamp from, what did I say, what stamp set was it? Oh, this one, Sparkle of the Season, this Grateful, and it fits in the die It fits in the Beautiful Trees Dies label. There's a little label in there, a little label cut. Here it is. And I stamped it with Early Espresso onto some soft suede, and I'm going to put that on here with some dimensionals because I want that to pop up. Yeah. I'm going to use this strip. Let's see. About right there. So I'll pop that on there and those two little bluebirds, and then we'll attach it and this card will be finished. I think I want, oops, Grateful's upside down. I want to put the Grateful down here. And then my two little birds. They're so cute. They'll get dimensionals as well, the mini dimensionals. If I have any out here, let's see. I don't, but that's okay. You can just cut these up. You know, always use every bit of your dimensional sheet. No matter if you use Stampin' Up's or somebody else's, use every little bit of it. I didn't realize that when I first started card making, and well, I wasted a lot of stuff. Alright, so here we go. Put him here. I need to put a little eyeball on him. I use one of my little felt tip markers. Put just a teeny tiny dot for an eyeball because he is a teeny tiny bird. Okay, and then this one will pop on the back of here. Oops. Now, to put this on, I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal, and I want to make sure that I just stay on. When I'm looking at it, it's going to be the right side, but when I flip it over, it's going to be the left that connects to the front of the card. Stay to the left, or the right, depending on which way you're looking at it. It's like when I was stationed in England, when I would start driving, I'd always have to say, stay to the left. My eye had to be, when I was driving, I had to be against the curb instead of in the middle. And then I'd come back to the States and I'd have to tell myself, I'm in the middle, stay in the middle. So that I would be on the right side of the road. I think I want to put this a little bit over here, like that. Probably covering up too much of my favorite paper, but this is fine. How is that? Yes, there. That is done. Look at that. So here we go. 2 accordion fold panel cards. They're easy, they're fun. There you go. That's it. That's all it takes. Thanks for joining me. I'd love to have you follow my blog. You can go to my blog and fill out the little subscription form. You'd get my blog post directly in your email, and then once a month I also use that format to send out a newsletter, and the newsletter will contain some free PDFs to inspire you and your creativity. And soon I'm going to be having some giveaways on my blog for my upcoming Stampiversary, and also hitting some goal milestones in my little business here. Alrighty? Again, I'm Kathy Peck, Wichita Falls, Texas. Don't hesitate to follow me at tnstamps.blogspot.com. Thanks. Bye.